All right. All right, there we go. All right, hey guys, what's going on? We are back. It is a new week, and we have a new format. We're playing Modern tonight with Strixhavens. Played in the to recap of last week. Played in the Pioneer tournament on Sunday. So it was a little weird. I thought it was gonna be like a real tournament with some like cuts and stuff like that. And we just ended up playing 4 rounds. And I went 4-0 with the deck. Deck felt really good, and we did really well. And then they gave out prize support, and me and 3 of my buddies that I know, and we put all of our prize support together, and we played winner takes all. And so I lost in the first round of that, so I ended up leaving with like a pack, but I actually won the tournament, so it was pretty fun. It was fun to play and just like and really play the deck. Rakdos Pyromancer felt really good. So this week on Saturday we have another local tournament. This one's going to be an actual tournament though, cut the top 8 and everything. It's going to be modern this time around. So this time, now we're going to play Boros, Kiln Fiend, Luminancer. Like this is an all-in aggro deck. We're going to try and run people over kind of thing. So I'm interested to try this and see what happens. Playing 4 Clever Luminancer, 4 Monastery Swiftspear, and 4 Kiln Fiend. And then like we're playing as many free spells as we can. We're playing 4 gut shots and mutagenic growths to help pump to like just play free spells. It also doubles as protection for our creatures against like bolts and things like that. Crash Through's great. It gives trample. Assault Strobe is a really good like way to like double strike something. Emerged Unscathed is gives protection from a color of your choice until the end of the turn. It has Rebound, which is pretty cool. Manamorphose is a free spell. Lightning Bolt is just like good value. Lava Dart is kind of a free spell. So we're playing cheap free spells. Only 18 lands with fetch lands, which I'm a little curious to see how that plays out. Sideboard is 4 Path to Exile because I feel like we just need to be able to beat creatures. 4 Smash to Smithereens because we can never in any world beat Chalice of the Void. 4 Cleansing Wildfire to really help with our Tron matchup, and 2 Surgical Extractions. It's honestly it's a free spell out of the sideboard, and it has a lot of utility and a lot of matchups. So I'm kind of interested to try this and just kind of jump in. So flip over to Modern. We haven't played Modern in a while. 100 play points. Boros Kiln Fiend. That's what we're calling the deck. It's looking pretty sweet, so I'm excited to try it. This is similar to a list that I found online. And we're gonna take this and oh, let's see here. Sorry, got to reply to something. Sorry, trying to type out here. All right, cool. All right, so let's get everything pulled up here. Oh, let's swap. Include original post. Booyah. All right, cool. All right, match number 1. And getting blown up with text messages. Oh, it's people from work. Hi and good luck, opponent. Yes, we'll be on the play. We'll show you Luris. This hand's really good. We'll keep this. Mutagenic Growth helps protect our Swiftspear from Lightning Bolt or any kind of like damage-based removal spell. The only thing that like we really can't beat with his hand is Fatal Push, but we have 2 lands and a good hand, so we're gonna keep this. Our opponent keeps 7. Now, to be fair, looking at our hand, our opponent could just think that we're playing Burn Burn has been playing Lurrus lately, so this is something like our opponent could just think we're on Lurrus, or we're just on Lurrus Burn. So I'm kind of interested to see how this goes. Island. We're gonna yield. They let this resolve. We're gonna make red red. Play crash through. Island probably means some kind of control. Wow. Not exactly what we wanted to see there, but that's okay. We're gonna attack and we're gonna mutagenic growth here, and then we're gonna be out of cards. Surgical? Okay, maybe this is like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know what would be playing surgical in the main. That's interesting. Probably some kind of blue-red prowess list if I had to guess. So I think we're actually gonna hold on to our mutagenic growth here. Oh, he left the one in our graveyard. How nice of our opponent. I have done that so many times playing Almodo. Left the card that I surgicaled in the graveyard. Okay, so they're not playing that. Oh, okay. So we just want to be all in aggro here. Yeah, we untap 3 permanents, mill 3 cards. Put Lurrus into our hand, and then we have... we're just going to jump all in here. I don't think they have anything that we really need to play around. Mill? Yeah, definitely mill. Pay 2 life. So our opponent, at 7. Our opponent goes to 11 and takes 8 and goes to 3. All right. Feels like not a terrible spot. Plus, if our opponent even has that thing that says like they gain life from the creatures in the yard or whatever, like it doesn't matter. Yeah, we're gonna get a mountain here. Also, Lurrus is also just a lethal threat next turn. Blood Chief's Thirst, okay. I think it's mill 2. Yeah. So this is a lethal threat here. We're gonna play it. And then next turn, if they don't kill our Lurrus, we have Swiss Spear and Double Dart next turn. So it's possible. Yep, they get to like whatever 1 mana Crypt Incursion is what you're thinking of. Yeah, Crypt Incursion. That's all. I don't know why I can never remember the name of that card, but yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Card's pretty good. Target player mills 10 cards. Okay, sure. Think was that the yeah, it feels like the information concede there. All right. So I'm going to be honest, playing against this deck, I really have no clue what we want. If anybody has thoughts or ideas, please help me out here, because this kind of feels like we're just like going to keep our 60 here. Maybe we want surgical as another free spell. I don't thoughts, ideas, anybody? I don't think you want Path. Like you could bring in Path. Oh yeah, that's right. Bop 'em. Yeah, we're off to a good start. I don't think you want Path. Like it's very narrow. Surgical could be okay as a free spell. Cleansing Wildfire doesn't really do anything, and Smash to Smithereens hits Mesmeric Orb. Like we're a creature deck, we're not a burn deck, so I don't really feel like if they have like Witchbane Orb or some weird garbage, we don't really care about it. Just go fast surgical maybe for their if they mill their own Crypt Incursion. I can get down on that. Surgical just in case. Off of orb? Yeah, it's very possible. Can bring in smashes. I don't. I like you could bring in smashes, but it feels like kind of like it's just a worse card than like what we're already doing. I think. So for surgicals, do we need trample? Is trample ever? Yeah, we'll leave it in just in case. Plus it cantrips. I think we can cut a merge unscathed that doesn't really do that much, and I think we can cut. I think we'll cut assault strobe. It's extra cards too. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's just like extra cards. Like I don't. So this hand's great. We're gonna keep this. We have Swiss Spear into Kiln Fiend. Trample over a crab is good. Yeah, having trample over a crab is actually really good. I didn't think about that. Hopefully they don't have Thoughtseize here or Inquisition or something, but they probably do. They have a crab. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Like we may not just care about the crab. Like we have. Actually, I'm gonna attack here, and if they block, I'm gonna gut shot the shit out of them. Yeah, okay, good call. Um, so we have crash through here, so I mean, this feels like they're just dead, like on turn 3, because I don't think they can mill me out in 3 turns. Surgical mutagenic growth bolt, okay, all right. Unless they have another fatal push, they're gonna wish they would have saved that. And picking up another Kiln Fiend is kind of good insurance. So we'll play that and say go. Push and drown are concerns. Yeah, I mean, like Mill does play removal spells, so it's not like we just like getting to play our creatures for free here, but this does feel like they don't have that much removal. Like they're already like down to 4 cards. That is a concern. If we go all in for something and they have a push, it's a problem. Yeah, I think I'll take a mountain here. I don't see why not. Okay. We're down to 38 cards. Still have quite a few cards to work with here. Surgical or Swiss Spears? Okay. That's good. I'm pretty sure they're just dead. I could be wrong. I haven't counted, obviously, because I'm retarded. But hey, oh well, with the dart, I think they're super dead actually. Hopefully we draw like a 1 mana, like hopefully we draw like a bolt or another gut shot. Mutagenic growth would be insane here. Yeah, this feels pretty good. They've tapped out. Always yield. Yep. Let's make red red. Yep, trigger. Let's make red red. Crash through. Crash through. Do 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 do. I like playing decks like this when our opponents don't interact with us. This is kind of fun. GG's. All right. Well, we kind of get a free win there in Blue Black Mill round 1. I mean, like we're not gonna play against Blue Black Mill this weekend. I mean, we could, I guess, but I don't know anybody that plays Blue Black Mill in our area, so the odds of us playing against it are not very high. But Phil, it was a pretty good first round. Of course, our opponent's milling cards for us isn't terrible. Don't tempt me. Are you playing this weekend, Bryson? Are you gonna come out and play this weekend, man? Finish your workout thing. Did you consider Apostle's Blessing for the deck? No, I didn't consider Apostle's Blessing. That actually doesn't seem bad. Is Apostle's Blessing just the same thing as Emerge Unscathed, though? It's one and a Phyrexian white, so I have to pay a mana either way. Like Emerge Unscathed just has rebound. Like, am I missing something? I could be terribly wrong, but is it any different than like Emerge Unscathed? Guys I work with are crazy. They got a chat going, and we had a lunch today. Me and the guys that I work with, we had pizza for lunch today at a Pizza Plus buffet, and then me and Carly had Greg's Pizza for dinner. This hand's great. We'll keep this. And they're sending pictures, and they said that they were eating pizza again, which is funny because I just is like it's just funny that we all had pizza for lunch and we're getting pizza again for dinner. Wish we had a one drop here, but it's okay. I think I'm gonna play the crash through here just to draw some cards, just to see what they do. Verdant Catacombs does not mean good things for us. In fact, it probably means terrible things for us. Oh, excuse me. Assault Strove, it's not a bad draw. We're gonna play this and we're gonna say go. If they are Jund and they have a bolt here, we do have mutagenic growth, so there is that to think about. With leading on Verdant Catacombs, more than likely their answer is Fatal Push, or something that we just no, Emerged is better. Didn't see it in the list earlier. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'm playing 3 Emerged Unscathed, or I think it's Emerge Unscathed. Yeah, like I really like I'd never really like played that card, but it looks sweet. Feels like a Fatal Push. Yep, Fatal Push. Hopefully next turn we draw a untapped land and Emerge Unscathed so that we can hold it protection. Not likely, but and by not likely I mean literally impossible. I guess we could draw a land and then Manamorphose into it, but that seems way too greedy. Okay. Hex Drinker. I think we're going to run on our Kiln Fiend here. It's a little aggressive, but there's a good chance they have another removal spell in their hand with 4 cards, so... So this is like worst case scenario for us, like playing against like a Fatal Push deck. I mean, we could still like draw out of this, don't get me wrong. Like it's not like our hand is terrible or anything. It's just not very likely. Liliana's not good here if that's what they have. Main deck Luris, okay. Since we drew a white land, we're gonna make red here. There probably should have been some thought to just putting Luris into our hand there. So with the lands, having 3 lands, because now we're a turn behind on putting Luris into our hand. Hex Drinker's pretty good. Play it off the Luris. Attack for 3. Any creature would be really good here. Gut Shot wouldn't be bad here, honestly. Any removal spell for Luris would be okay. Turns into a 4/4 with protection from instants. So we can go to 5, and then if we draw an untapped land, we can play Luris and play Kiln Fiend. And we can use the mutagenic growth to put in front of the Hex Drinker. Yep, Bobble, okay. Is this just green black? I mean, it's very possible that this is just a rock here. Like, I just kind of assumed that they would be on Jund or a third color in some way. Okay. And the Thought Sees Me. Unearth your Luris. Okay. That's pretty good. Alright, so our opponent's playing like an interesting deck here. So we go to 5. The fact that they get to draw 2 cards here is pretty sweet for them. I feel like this one's out of reach here, honestly. Like, I don't... Assault Strobe? Yeah, that's not it. Alright. So we want 4 paths here. Our Emerged Unscathed seem really good. Gut Shots seem okay. Mutagenic Growths do not seem great. We want to leave in some number just to go all in. This is Logan Nettles' Luris Rock deck. Okay, I did not know that. So we definitely want to cut some number of Mutagenic Growth. I don't know what else we're cutting. You probably cut an Assault Strobe just because they have so much removal. Probably do it like this. Yeah, I think we'll try it like this. I mean, nothing feels great against these like Thoughtseize push decks, but so this seems like it has a lot of upside. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep this and hope we draw into something here. And we have 2 creatures in our hand. Keeping a 1-lander with 18 lands is not my best plan, but we'll figure it out. We always do. Drawing an untapped white source would be awesome here. Imagine it's Inquisition here. Okay. Interesting that you lead on Fatal Push. Wow. Yeah, sorry, Natty Ice. I've got the bot set up to where it won't. I don't know why. Hang on. I don't. Sorry, bro. I didn't think it would do that to you. Be lying if I said it wasn't a little funny. Drawing a white source is really good. If they don't have another removal spell, it gives us an opportunity for a kill here. Of course, they're playing the rock. It's very likely they have another removal spell here. It was a link to the list. Yeah, I kind of figured that like you were just posting a link to that, but like Nightbot's set up automatically to like not let any links come through. It's kind of weird. I think it's to like protect from spam and stuff like that. Feels like collector brutality. So we're gonna bolt this, or we're gonna dart them to protect our Luminancer here, and they're gonna take our Manamorphose here. I mean, feels like the only logical choice here. All right, let's draw something good. Manamorphose was pretty good. If I was our opponent, I would not be happy about that. Wow, pretty good draws. I don't think it's enough to kill our opponent, but it's quite a bit of damage here. Putting our opponent to 2. We're going to fetch for a Sacred Foundry tapped here at the end of the turn. We don't really have anything. Going to 1. Now, I guess there's not really a difference. Well, Gut Shot. There is a difference in 2 and 1. I'm just going to get a Sacred Foundry here. No! Damn it. It's not what I wanted to do. Misclick. Not that I feel like it's super relevant, but... yeah, let's just 6 here. Our opponent draws a card. Swift Spear's an out here. Gut Shot, Bolt, Dart. A land is also fine, I suppose. Or is it? Because they're going to plus. We don't want to give them the option to... we're kind of in a tough spot here, because if we go for that, they're just going to make us discard Luris. Luris, okay. Probably going to play Bobble here. Funny part's they had 2 removal spells, and it just wasn't good enough. Huh, that's interesting. Alright, let's go off the top one time, because if not, they're gaining 5 life right here, so... what's this card do on the backside? Wow, that's pretty good. Our opponent didn't concede, so... and they knew that was there. That's interesting. I wonder why. I don't know. That's weird. So we're going to leave in the paths. The paths seem just even better than I thought before. Yeah, I think we just run it back. I don't think we need here to want anything else here. I mean, this hand seems good. We have multiple threats and protection here, so I kind of like this. Only having 1 land is not great, again, but this feels good. Swamp Inquisition. Thoughtseize. Take our Luminancer. Or take our Emerge Unscathed, either way. I don't really feel like there's anything else you're taking here. Yep. Take our Luminancer. We're gonna cycle a Crash through here, unless we draw a 1-drop. I don't really care if they know we draw a Mountain. So now we have 2 draw steps to draw a land so that we can play Emerge Unscathed, and protect our Kiln Fiend. The only thing we won't be able to protect our Kiln Fiend from is Liliana, which could be a problem. This Goyf. Creature, sorcery, engineered explosives for 2. Alright. We're going to play this once they go. And next turn, if they just kind of like play that and say go, I'm going to be honest, like we need them to not have Liliana here. That's like our worst case scenario. Feels like collective brutality. It's like where they're popping their EE. Definitely feel trophy. Interesting. Now that one, wow, that's quite interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You play it then. So we're going to play this to make them pop their EE here. We can't protect from that, but we do have 4 lands, and we have Lurrus coming up, so... Definitely going to pop their EE here. Yeah, I wish we could protect our Kiln Fiend from that, but we can't, sadly. Gonna leave that the way that it is. And if they play Liliana here and plus, we're gonna bolt and then gut shot so that we don't have to play around Liliana minusing. What you doing, baby? Is there a reason for him to do that main phase? No, there's absolutely no reason for him to do that main phase. In fact, I think it's just strictly wrong. So the funny part is that we can play Lurrus and hold up Emerge Unscathed here, and then that way it actually we don't have to bite the bullet of playing around Damping Sphere. Natty Ice what?
Getting timed out for 5 seconds.
Yeah, Natty Ice like tried to share a link to a deck and he got timed out. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. I can't help that Nightbot does that. Just making sure I wasn't missing something. Yeah, no, yeah, you're not missing anything, bro. So I think we're gonna play Swiss Beer. Nope. And then this way we get to put our opponent to 11 here. I mean, we're not doing anything special. We're just like trying to work our opponent down here. They still have 5 cards in hand. They've been missing land drops. They're bound to hit a third land anytime, which is not good for us, but we'll figure it out when we get there. Well, I guess we're figuring it out now. Yeah, something like that. Interesting. Tarmogoyf? Okay. So we're going to path our opponent's Goyf here. So we're going to put our opponent to 10, then we're going to put our opponent to 8, and then we're going to play Kiln Fiend. Or maybe they're playing a sweeper. Well, whatever sweeper they're playing, we can protect with Emerge Unscathed or Lightning Bolt. I mean, the only thing we can't beat is Damnation here. Like, and it wouldn't totally surprise me if my opponent was on Damnation, but even if they are in Damnation, that's pretty good. Go for it now, opponent. Ha 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 ha, scrub. So our opponent's going to activate in response, which is fine. Tisk tisk over here being put in timeout. God, listen to you starting shit in the chat. Yeah, that's true. Natty Ice was stirring the pot pretty hard on Sunday or whenever it was. We played Magic on Sunday. I don't know. Natty Ice was just talking shit. Like, he's just always talking shit. I think they're just dead here. I haven't counted, but that's 6, and then Emerged Unscathed is a bunch. Protection from blue. Yeah, we did it. All right, GG's. All right, so we're 2-0 with our Boros Kiln Fiend deck. Natty Ice said it's what I do. I feel like we won a pretty tough matchup. You know, generally, like game 1 was kind of rough. They picked apart. They just kind of like killed all of our stuff. Games 2 and 3, we had a pretty creature heavy draw, which is what you have to have to beat those kind of draws. So I mean, we drew pretty well. Plus, our opponent got stuck on 2 lands for quite some time, so that helped a lot. Plus, our opponent, I mean, honestly, just didn't play that optimally. Like they like little things, like they popped their engineered explosives during their turn, kind of thing. So I don't know, like just stuff like that. Here's the list for anybody who hasn't got to see it. It's all in Kiln Fiend. Like this has one plan, and it's run you over, and hope it's good enough. Oh, what are we doing? Take me to my league. And good luck, opponent. What? What are you all talking about over there?
I was kind of mid burp when I said hello, and I said hello. And he said that sounded very manly.
Jesus. I don't know why they trophied. That card is terrible in that matchup. Yeah, it doesn't seem very good in that matchup. Like, it just provided us an extra land. Ooh, our opponent's also playing Luris. I feel like this hand's good. Could use a little bit of help, but we have a way to protect our Luminancers, so we're going to keep this and see what happens. I won't lie, I wasn't expecting Luris Misty Rainforest. I'm going to be honest, that probably implies Path in some way. Maybe this is like 4-color Shadow. 4-color Shadow doesn't seem like a great matchup. Anything Shadow-esque does not seem like a good matchup. Sure. Mistress Bauble we can live with. Target yourself. Anything that doesn't kill our creatures I'm okay with, if I'm being honest. Alright. Drawing another land there wasn't what I would call ideal. Think this is bug control? Okay. So, I honestly think we're just going to play our other Luminancer and say go here and just try to go all in. Probably should have held our land, so in case they remand or something crazy, we could play it again, but... yeah, can't beat Abrupt Decay. That's pretty good. I think this is bug control. I didn't realize people played Sulkai control, if I'm being honest. This also feels like a hard matchup for us. Wow. I'm gonna be honest. I think we're gonna take this like really slow roll here and put Lurrus into our hand. Not normally the line I would go for here, but okay. Yep, thing draws a card. Doesn't have Death Touch yet. I mean, not that Death Touch is like extremely relevant to us, just because like we have Gut Shot to kill this thing whenever we need to. Incoming Thoughtseize? Yeah, I mean, maybe. It's very possible that they Thoughtseize us here. And if they do, like, oh well. Inquisition? Okay. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it mid, like while floating and stuff, if you want to wait a couple seconds.
Let's try this. Draw a card. Gonna start by paying 2 life. Watch out for Codal and Snap. Yep. Wish we had drawn a spell there. We get to hit our opponent for 12, but I mean, another spell is just like basically lethal, I think. Our opponent's at 6, so we had a pretty good turn there. Them playing their Village Rites was interesting. Gonna be honest, Village Rites does not strike me as a control deck, but I mean, maybe it is. I don't know a lot about control decks or what they're doing. I've learned what to I've learned what to figure out with Jeskai control just because I've played against the deck so much over the years, but we have no Lurrus and 3 lands in our hands, so we need some good draw steps here. Main phase, Ice Fang Codal, Quaddle, however you say that. So there's 2 lines of thought here. We can either try to burn them out, which doesn't seem like a great plan because the burn spells include Gut Shot, Lava Dart, and yeah, I don't know why that card is in the deck. It's very interesting. So we're going to take a little bit more of a conservative line here. And it's not really that conservative because we're going to use one of our best burn spells here, and they're just going to Fatal Push this. No, they're going to Village Rites again. Okay. It's interesting. Get to put our opponent to 4 here. Oh, I should have undid. I should have played a land. Honestly, not familiar with bug control at all. Yeah, I don't know a ton about the bug control deck if I'm being honest. This feels like a Fatal Push. Oh, Cling to Dust. All right. All right. Okay, so this is just like Sultai mid-range. I think we're actually going to hold the Swiftspear. Haven't seen any of the lists with them, and it's a new thing that people have been 5-0ing with. All right, cool. I mean, I'm in for that. I'm actually going to hold the Swiftspear here because maybe we can get a turn in where we can have like a super aggressive turn. Because if they have a removal spell, they know they're playing around Swiftspear otherwise if we play it. So we go to 15 or we go to 10 here. Our opponent says go. Wow, that's rough. I don't. This is gonna have to be like no removal spell, no counter spells, like Manamorphose or like Lava Dart here. I guess Lava Dart technically does it, right? No, Lava Dart does not do it actually. Put our opponent to 5, then to 4, and then they take 3. So yeah, Has to be like Metamorphose into like running spells here. Alright, we're just going to concede here. We can't win the race. And we drew a ton of lands that game. We're going to draw another land. Ugh, that's terrible. Alright, so against this Sultai control deck that we're playing against, this feels like a path matchup. Feels like a couple of paths, but that feels like it. It feels like we don't really want anything else. And this feels like a couple of a matchup where we can cut a couple of mutagenic growths. We're going to leave in Assault Strobe because it's a really aggressive way to win the game early on. So, I mean, unfortunately for us, this is like back-to-back highly interactive decks, and that's generally not a good thing for us. We're going to mulligan this. We have no creatures. We're going to keep this and put a Crash Through back. There might have been some consideration to playing mutagenic growth on turn 1, getting in free points that we knew about, but imagine how good Gitaxian Probe would be in this deck. Okay. I mean, this definitely feels like they have a removal spell here. Yep. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. It's unfortunate the way that it shows up that way, but we'll play Crash Through. Maybe we draw another Swiss Spear Illuminancer. We're gonna play this tapped and say go. Thoughtseize. Take our Metamorphose or our Emerge Unscathed. Whatever they feel is more necessary. Get Probe is ridiculous anyways. Yeah, that's true. Gitaxian Probe is just a ridiculous card in any sense. I think we're just going to take Lurrus here. I don't really want to be spinning our wheels. Spinning our wheels with the with Metamorphose here. We want to save those for when we have a prowess threat or a Magecraft, the prowessy thing in play, whatever you want to call it. Make this Naya and play Dreadhorde Arcanist. Okay, so you want to add green and play Dreadhorde Arcanist? You don't need green for Dreadhorde Arcanist. I don't understand. Natty Ice actually sent me a list of somebody playing Naya with Dreadhorde Arcanist, which seems okay, but it doesn't seem like the way I want to play the deck, so. Okay. Land. Cast Lurrus, cast Swiss Spear. Like, I'm all about Naya, but I don't understand why we need to add a color. But then you can play Become Immense. I mean, sure. And if that's the reason, then that's cool. I'm all about playing Become Immense. Huh? Blossoming Defense is also really good. I like the idea of playing Blossoming Defense in this deck. Seems like a maybe not better, but a different version of Emerge Unscathed. Hmm. So Prowess. Make red red. Anamorphose, make red red.
Okay, you're the one with the 1911.
I mean, it's like if they're willing to block something else, then like okay. Do 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 do. Oh, it's right. It's not gonna die anyway. I was still 2 free points though, and some life gain, so it kind of helps push us over the top a little bit. I don't know what our opponent could have here. They cycled an unearth last turn, looking for a land, so hopefully it's not like damnation or something crazy here. Tarmogoyf and damnation generally don't go in the same deck, but I guess it's possible. Jund has been known to play damnation from time to time, so doesn't seem completely unreasonable. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm gonna two here instead of sixing, just so that they don't see that we're just like auto passing. Make them think we maybe have something. Drawing a path would have been really good last turn, and by really good I mean it would have been just straight lethal. Fatal push the Lyris, sure. If they have another removal spell for our Swiss Spear here, the game might be over. I feel like they probably would have played it though last turn. Okay, interesting. All right. Well, all right. Us drawing another land is not great, but it is what it is. Hopefully they try to flash in a quaddle here to get us. Yeah, I mean, if you're willing to take one, that's one more than you were going to take previously, so. Not really sure what our draw looks like winning from here. Our opponent does only have 2 cards in hand, so. Guess they get to play Lyris. I still only have 2 cards in hand, so there's that. God, Lyris and Bobble, so dumb. Yep, look at our top card, sure. I mean, it's something to be doing, so we'll hold our cards to make them think we have something. I mean, I guess we do have something, but you guys know what I mean. The only thing that sucks is that they get to draw 2 cards here. Odds of him having a removal spell is pretty high. Emerge unscathed would be really good. Yeah, we're going to pack it in on that note. Needed them not to have a removal spell there. Yeah, we put up a pretty good fight, I feel like, considering how their hand and our hand played out. 2-1 with our all-in Kiln Fiend, Prowessy, Magecraft special pile of cards. The deck feels really good so far. I mean, like, it feels like it has one game plan, and I'm all about that. I really wish we could get, like, Tron. I'd love to play against, like, Tron or something. Not only do I think our matchup is great against Tron, but then we have 4 Cleansing Wildfires in the sideboard, so, I mean, also feels really good. I mean, we're playing 8 2-drops in the whole deck, so, like, it's not like we're playing very low. Like, there's a ton of 1-drops. The only problem is we have to have a creature with our deck, so. Yes, make a good matchup better because I'm playing it. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're playing it. This is what the two sideboards that I saw for this deck were playing 4 Cleansing Wildfire in the sideboard. Why, I have no idea, but they were, so I'm sticking with it. Really like a merge in this game. I've never played this card before, but rebound is a really cool mechanic. All right, come on. It's modern. There's like 900 people active in this league right now. Let's find somebody we can beat. You guys playing zombies?
I already packed this one.
What'd you pack? That an AUG?
Trying to level it up.
I thought you had your AUG maxed.
This
No.
one has 16.
Oh.
It's like 39 or something.
Oh, that's pretty. That's not bad. That's pretty close. Well, I was hoping we would find a match pretty quickly. Of course, I click away, find a match. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain. I'm just happy to be playing. Hi, and good luck. Android 89. Okay. I feel like this hand has the potential for turn 2 if we don't lose our creature, so we're gonna keep this. Our opponent has no companion, so we're not really sure what they're playing, but hopefully it's something that dies to Clever Illuminancer on turn 1. Or turn 2, I mean. And if they're playing Bolt, I'm not going to 6 because if they... I'm not going to have 6 here because if they have Bolt or Lava Dart or something, we do have Mutagenic Growth.
He came like really early on, so zombies hadn't really shown up, so I could just stand there.
Spire Bluff Canal. So our chances of turn 2ing are much less likely, but in fact, I think our chances of turn 2ing are pretty near impossible now. Good spell off the top. Yep. So you're saying there's a chance. Red, red. So this is... So the dart is 4, 6, 8 is 16, right? Am I missing something? The dart and the assault strobe is 8, which means we, after the dart, we put them to... We're going to put our opponent to 2 here. So any burn spell off the top here does it, except for Gut Shot. Gut Shot doesn't quite do it, but we do have a Swift Spear in our hand, so we have some haste points here. It has to be Metamorphose here. They can't play any of their free spells. Like, they can't play Gut Shot or Mutagenic Growth to put a Stormwing entity into play, so it has to be Metamorphose, which helps. Okay, Lightning Bolt. This means if you don't have anything, Swift Spear is lethal. Alright, now we need a removal spell. Gut Shot, Bolt, Dart, Dome you. Let's go upstairs and win the game. Alright. That was pretty cool. Won the game on turn 2. So I know they play Smash to Smithereens, but I feel like we're like more of like a combo deck. So I feel like we just want 4 Path to Exile here to help deal with their stuff. Mutagenic Growth seems pretty good. Lava Dart seems medium. Probably cut the Gut Shots here. Cut a couple Gut Shots. Cut a Lava Dart. Or do we just want to cut all of the Gut Shots here? No, because it protects some of our stuff from Gut Shot, from their own Gut Shots. Yeah, we'll try it like this and see what happens. I like having the 4 paths here to like really like help against their side of the board. We can't keep this. We have no creatures. My opponent keeps 7, and we're going to mulligan. We're going to keep this hand. This feels pretty good. We're going to keep this and put our second Kiln Fiend on the bottom. Having 3 creatures in our opening hand is pretty good. Makes me feel pretty good about our situation. So I think we're just going to go ahead and run out Luminancer here. We don't really have anything to play around it. We're still going to 2 here, just to make our opponent think about it. They make Manamorphose. Yeah, Manamorphose. If they make blue-red and play Stormwing Entity, then it actually allows us to path next turn. Hopefully we draw a land so that we can go Swiss Spear into path. Yeah, blue-red. Okay. Yep, Stormwing Entity. So we'd really like to draw a land here. I'm out of water. That's sad. I have to go get some water after this game. Puts 2 cards on top of their library. That's not good for us. Yep, no blocks. No blocks. Land, please. Was hoping for like an expiring Vantage, but I'm going to be honest. I don't know how much complaining we can do. Path is really good because it just doesn't care about any of their stuff here. Come on. Alright, if you're going to gut shot, now's the time to do it, opponent. Always yield, always yield. Okay. I mean, it sucks that we're giving them another land, but giving them a land, we're putting them to 16. And then we can have a pretty explosive turn next turn, as long as we draw a mountain. Whereas if we draw a mountain, we're probably just going to play Kiln Fiend and hold up Emerge unscathed. Okay. Like, Dragon's Claw is fine. Like, we could have brought in Smash, but I still don't think it's right. I still think it's correct to just bring in the paths and just try to beat their board. Because over enough time, we will wear them down. What are you bolting here is the question. Me. Going after me. Okay. I mean, with my lands in play, it's not that bad of an idea. We're gonna go to 12, then go to 9. If they have another bolt, we go to 8, then we go to 5. So they've committed to killing us here. I have to give them that. They're all in. So this is a tough scene here. So I think we're gonna go ahead and Lava Dart now. Yep, you gain a life. Lava Dart nets the same, which is fine. We're going to attack for 4 here. And then we're going to play the other Luminancer from our hand as a blocker. We are going to 7 to do it, but... And we're going to say go. 8, 9, 10, 11. So Assault Strobe's only 11 off the top. Because I feel like we have to block here. Like there's... bounce that. Probably means we're dead here. I mean, Vapor Snag is a good card against us. Yep. We're gonna... I mean, we're either dead or we're not here. Like, Bolt kills us. It doesn't kill us, but lets us not use our lands at all. Oh, they have another spell? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Alright, so game 3. Again, I think we just want our paths, and I think we just want... Like, I know Mutagenic Growth's not great, like, in the mirror, like mirror of burn spells, but it just protects our stuff so well. Well, we have no lands, so we get a mulligan. And this hand doesn't protect from... I don't know, maybe Crash Through's necessary here. Maybe we want to get rid of Assault Strobe.
Well, it looks like the big guy's staying here with me. Now he went.
Yeah, we're going to put Crash Through on the bottom. We're going to start out this game very aggressively by going to 17 and playing Luminancer. And then if they go for Gut Shot, which I doubt they still have in after sideboarding, we have our own Gut Shot. Or if they Lava Dart, I don't know. Like, they probably play some number of Gut Shot, but we have our own Gut Shot here to protect, so... I mean, protects. Like, it protects from their spells, so we're going to play it here. Hopefully we draw a land so we can play Swiss Spear and hold up Emerge Unscathed. I think we want to have a removal spell here, so I think our play is to play Swiss Spear and just attack for 1 here, which I know is... Like, not drawing a land there is kind of rough, but... We don't have a free spell to protect any of our stuff here if they do go for something, but... We do have a Merge Unscathed if we get to untap with our stuff. Soulscar Mage is fine. Play that first, then they're going to hold up their spells, or they're going to play spells in their second main. Alright. Burst Lightning, the Luminancer. Sure, okay. Hopefully we draw a land here so that we can bolt the Soulscar and hold up Emerge Unscathed. Emerge Unscathed. Yeah, not drawing a land is kind of rough here. If they don't block, we're going to bolt it anyway. We need that thing off the field. All right, let's test their free spell ability here. All right, they don't have a free spell, which is interesting. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Land, please. All right, we're 10 cards in and haven't seen a second land. It's just a little unfortunate, honestly. I don't really feel like there's much we can do about it. I think, yeah, 18 out of 60. We should have statistically seen another land by now, but our opponent draws a land, fetches immediately. Well,
Yeah, I got it when I bought this character. And it's very neat. I actually had a watch very similar to it. It's just like a
Swiss Spear, sure.
pattern.
I mean, they play 4 darts. I think they play 2 burst lightnings, and they play and 4 bolts. So I mean, it's possible they have another removal spell.
Mine was like different colors. Mine was
Not gonna block.
purples, but basically the same thing.
Maybe they're gonna play light up the stage here. Definitely light up the stage. Opponent goes to 12. Not a removal spell, please. Mountain and a Fiery Outlet feels pretty good for us. They've already played a land this turn, so unless they have a removal spell in their hand, which, alright, they have a Swiss Spear, which is fine. Alright, we need a land here, deck. Definitely did this backwards. Well, we're gonna give it protection from red. Gonna Assault Strobe this thing because I'm a Bagnon. So if we Assault Strobe that first and then we emerge unscathed, we get to crack in for 8 here and put them to 6, and then that or they go to 3 and take our Swiss Spear. So now they're just gonna hop in front of our Swiss Spear, I imagine. If not, wow, okay, they're okay taking 10 here. Interesting. That is extremely interesting. Maybe they just feel like they need both of their creatures to win the game. Okay. And they have an unknown card in hand, so I'm just going to 6. I don't really feel like clicking through this. They've either got it or they don't. I would make red here. Like you have 2 blue lands untapped. Them hitting double lands off the lot at the stage was insanely good for us. Now they're cracking. That seems like a good sign. Double bolt kills us. Swiss Spear, okay. So we can give that one. We can give Luminancer protection from red, and we can give Swiss Spear protection from red. Okay. I don't have a removal spell. They would have played it. It's an extra prowess trigger. Like, you might as well. They're letting us untap with this, which is insanely good. Get to cast it without paying mana for it. That's rebound is such a really cool, like, it's a really cool mechanic, honestly. We're gonna name red. We're actually just gonna attack here because this makes both of our threats lethal here. And yeah, so yeah, they're just dead. Even if they have something, we just get to emerge unscathed. Our Illuminancer. Play around Vapor Snag. Yeah, that's literally what I was thinking. Is that that's like the one card I need to play around right here. Is playing around Vapor Snag. I'd hate to like go all in and just like get blown out. I mean, they either have something or they have nothing here. Like, all right, yeah, all right, they had nothing. All right, so our all-in Kiln Fiend dick. Or did you hear that? Did you hear what I said? All right, our all-in Kiln Fiend deck, not dick, deck. Woo! Beats up on Blue Red Prowess that round. I mean they had some pretty unfortunate draws. I feel like we should have lost that match, honestly, but you know, you take the wins you can get. We're 3-1 with the deck. It's playing really well. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't really feel like we've had any we played 4 rounds so far. One of them was a give me. The blue black mill deck was pretty much a free win. I feel like they don't really have any interaction. And then round 2 we played against blue like the Rock. They played against Logan Nettles, huh? That's right, all in Kiln Fiend dick. Then we beat the Rock round 2, which was a tough matchup, and then we lost to Sultai control stuff. I don't really know what it was. And then we just beat Blue Red Prowess. So we've not had free matches by any means. We have no creatures, so we have to mulligan here. We'll keep this. Wow, this is tough. I think I'm going to keep this and put the bolt on the bottom. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm going to put the bolt on the bottom. We have no idea what they're playing, so I'm going to hold the mutagenic growth in case they're playing bolt. Hopefully this isn't another Fatal Push deck. We've played against 3 Fatal Push decks so far. So, yep. We're just going to play our Kiln Fiend here. I don't see a reason to do anything else. If they have Bolt, we can protect our Kiln Fiend. So... Okay. Interesting. I wonder if it's Jeskai control, or... I don't know what else would be playing the Triumph deck, unless there's like some kind of 5-color pile going around that I'm unaware of. Which is very, very possible. We get to hold up Emerge Unscathed, and we get to play around some kind of like sensor effect. And I know that's mostly a Pioneer thing, but I feel the need to play around it. So. Yep, Emerge Unscathed. So our opponent has Force of Negation here, which is possible. Pro red. Make red red. So not making white there actually got us. Interesting. I haven't counted. I don't think this is... Oh, this is exactly 16. All right. Your casual turn 3 kill, which is actually pretty common in Modern, but okay. I'm going to be honest. We saw Jeskai Triumph, Flooded Strand, fetch for Island into a Braid. I don't really think we want anything. We don't really have any control cards here. Like we don't really have anything like sideboard wise to like beat up on control with. So I think we're just gonna run it back. There might be some like I guess you could consider surgicaling something. I don't know. That seems too cute, honestly. So this hand's fine. Um, there's I have two initial trains of thought. One is that we wait and we play our Swiss Spear on turn 2 so that we can hold up Emerge unscathed. But the problem with doing that, Blue Moon has been making a comeback. Okay, could be that. Are they playing the Triumph in Blue Moon? That would be interesting if they were, honestly. I really like the deck Blue Moon, honestly. I really like that deck. So now that we've drawn a second creature, the deck's kind of made our decision for us. We're definitely going to slam the Swiss Spear. For what it's worth, I was going to slam the Swiss Spear anyway because why not? This is an all-in deck. I feel like it has to be played that way. And if you're not playing it that way, then I feel like you're doing it wrong. If I'm just being honest, like if you're playing Kiln Fiend and you're not all in on some strategy, then like you're doing it wrong. Like that's just all there is to it, in my opinion. Flame Slash? Okay, I have no idea what our opponent's doing. Like, absolutely no idea what our opponent's doing. And they missed a land drop there. Bold move, Belichick. So now we're going to play Swiss Spear. And then I'm just going to attack for 1 here. Our opponent's missed a land drop. And we have protection in our hands. So I'm just going to say go. Feels like we can have a pretty aggressive turn here. Our opponent's F6'd. Crash through. Dart. So we're actually just gonna attack our opponent for 4 here. Oh, I left for a second and heard Island into a Braid. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, it honestly might be Cleansing Wildfire. Um, we're gonna play this and then hold up Mutagenic Growth and have that in case they have like Dart or something, and then I'm pretty sure we have Lethal next turn. Clever Luminancer is just awesome. So our opponent says go. We're gonna fetch. I'm pretty sure our opponent's just dead here, but feel like that makes them hella dead here. Bolt you. Yep. Always yield. Alright, our opponent concedes. Cool. Alright, well, we went 4-1 with the deck. There were a couple times that league we got kind of lucky, I feel like. Our opponents kind of bricked a little bit a couple times, but overall, I feel like the deck played really well. Feels really sweet. I took this list from a Natty Ice. Richie MTG in the chat actually sent me a list that was like this, and I kind of tweaked it a little bit to my own personal liking. Was playing some weird stuff that I don't really like to play, so just put some different stuff in there. But it felt really good. Got 4-1. It's a pretty good turnout with the deck. So yeah, gonna be honest, I don't really know what I'd change. Like, we didn't really like the only thing we brought in was we brought in Surgical one time as an extra spell, and we brought in Path in other matchups. So I don't really know. But we're gonna take a small break, probably about 5 minutes. When we come back, we're gonna be playing Mono Red Incinerator in Modern, also testing for this weekend. So thanks for hanging out tonight, and don't go anywhere, guys.